So my name's Patrick Brady, P-A-T-R-I-C-K-B-R-A-D-Y. I'm the chief of the City of Lockport Fire Department. This morning, the Niagara County Courthouse received in the mail a letter that had an unknown white powdery substance in it. It was opened upstairs by courthouse personnel. They proceeded to call 911 after that. They've been quarantined upstairs in the office, and my department arrived along with the police department, and of course the court system had their security folks here already. We quarantined the area and then evacuated the building. At this time, the building is evacuated. However, it is not closed. They have family court here at 2:30 today, and we're expecting them hopefully to be able to attend court today at 2:30 at this building. If they arrive here at 2:30 and the building's not open, court will be held one block down at City Hall, so if the public go down to City Hall if this building is still closed. Court will be going and will be in session here. Right now we've called upon several county assets to assist us with investigating what exactly the powder is. We're not sure at this point. They're inside right now. Niagara County Hazmat and Niagara Falls Air Reserve Station are here doing some hazmat work for us. We of course have the Sheriff's Department here and the Lockport Police Department here, and we're expecting some state level assistance when it arrives and to figure out exactly what this is. So at this time we don't know what the substance is. The 3 people that are upstairs seem physically fine. There's no health incident going on with them at this time, and the incident is in progress as I'm speaking to you.
At what time did the hazmat situation get called?
I don't have an exact time. I was actually in a meeting and left the meeting to come here, so I don't have an exact time. Sometime between 11 and 11:30. We'll get that for you. As far as 911?
Yeah.
The 911 call came out of this building, went to Niagara County, and we were dispatched along with LPD.
How many people are quarantined upstairs right now?
3 individuals quarantined upstairs.
Was there a specific department that this letter was addressed to?
That I am not sure of, sir. I don't have that information at this time, but they did receive the letter, they did open the letter, and there was a white powdery substance inside.
Was there any type of letter that came with the mail, or was it just an envelope and some white powder?
I don't have that information. All I know is the envelope did contain white powder.
Do you have any suspects in this? I know it's very early.
Not at this time. Not at this time at all. That'll be more of a law enforcement thing is once we figure out what the powder actually is, if it's hazardous.
How up to speed are people that work in this building as far as protocols when something like this happens? Do you guys drill for something like this?
The court system does a great job in this building. As far as soon as it was determined there was something going on and 911 was called, they began evacuating the floor. And then the determination was made by myself and the Niagara County Deputy Hazmat Coordinator to evacuate the building, turn all the HVAC systems off, and proceed on the side of safety all the way around. So the courts does a great job at practicing and drilling for this type of situation.
But as it stands right now, nobody has displayed any adverse effects?
None at all. None at all. We're simply erring on the side of caution at this point to make sure it's nothing dangerous or hazardous, and we'll find out in a short amount of time when the testing is done upstairs with some hazardous materials meters, if it is.
A similar event occurred recently at the Erie County District Attorney's Office. Any reason to believe that these are connected in any way?
At this point, that would be a law enforcement issue and something for the courts. We don't believe so. We're just here doing the hazardous materials end of it. Once we determine what it is, and if it is indeed not hazardous, or if it is, we'll clean it up and then turn the scene over to the courts and law enforcement.
And is it considered an active hazmat situation?
It is considered an active hazmat situation at this time. I have teams suited up and inside the building right now.
Was it addressed to a specific person or just to the office?
That information I do not have on the who's and what may have been addressed to or what office it may have been addressed to. All I know is it's on the second floor.
You touched on it, but could you kind of go over the timeline from this point moving forward to the point where the building is open and free to the public?
Sure. So at this time, we are doing some sampling on the substance. There's actually people inside in hazardous materials suits. They're going to sample what it is. They do have a meter. They're going to collect some evidence as far as what it is to turn over to law enforcement when we're done. And if it is indeed non-hazardous, that'll be determined fairly quickly. We'll clean it up. We will send the folks out to be decontaminated that were exposed to it, and then we'll decontaminate the team that's in there. If it's deemed hazardous, we'll have to see what the substance is, and then we'll take the proper precautions as we're trained to do. But we don't know what it is at this point, so we'll just keep going in the fact that we don't know what it is, and once we determine what it is, we'll know what to do as far as trying to decontaminate folks and take the proper precautions to clean it up.
This sort of thing happened with the substance being in the mail?
In the mail in this building, I am not familiar if it's happened before. I don't believe so. That we've responded to in this manner right now.
Could you tell us a specific office that the envelope was opened up in?
That I do not know. I was upstairs briefly at the start of the incident when I came down, but I did not notate the office it was in. Just that there are 3 individuals upstairs in that office right now.
Are the people who were exposed to this, are they freaking out, for lack of a better term, or are they calm, cool, collected?
They seem to be calm, cool, collected at this time. I'm sure there's a little bit of angst going on in the office, particularly when they opened it. And then to see, folks from my department show up wearing full turnout gear and air packs, and you're in there going, what the heck is going on? Right now, from all accounts, they seem to be doing very well.
Station that can cover all over the place. Did you say 3 people were in contact with 3 people that this was sometime 11 and 11:30 when somebody's 30 normally
Fred. I got the 2 emails at the front door. Car 252 and 275.
Myself, Chief Price from the Lockport Police Department. We have state boards. Chief is the correct title, right? And Captain Shuey from the Sheriff's Office and Captain Elliott from the Sheriff's Criminal Unit. So I will turn it over to Chief Brady and he'll he'll kind of give you an update.
Just a brief one. So at this point, the work for the fire department, the Niagara County Hazmat team, and the Niagara Falls Air Reserve Station is just about over. We're cleaning up right now. We've done our sampling, and we have done any investigation that we're going to do related to the powder that was inside. I don't have a definitive answer to what the powder is at this time. We're going to have wait for the lab to come back with a definitive answer. However, it has been deemed it wasn't hazardous to the employees inside. They've been brought out, they've been decontaminated, and they're going out to the hospital just for their own safety to be physically checked. After that, the folks that were actually working inside, we did have to send one gentleman out to the hospital due to the fact he was wearing a very hot suit inside a very warm building. He became dehydrated, so he's out at the hospital being evaluated right now. Other than that, there's no injuries to speak of. Our equipment will be picking up soon, and we're turning the investigation over to law enforcement.
Can I have you say and spell your first and last
Absolutely,
name and title?
I'm sorry. Patrick Brady, P-A-T-R-I-C-K-B-R-A-D-Y, Fire Chief, City of Lockport.
Were they involved? Were they all Niagara County employees?
They are all court employees,
Okay.
so state employees, I believe, Adam. State employees, correct? Yes, state employees.
Okay.
Just so I can kind of fill you in where we're starting now is, please understand the steps that we took earlier were necessary to ensure that it was safe. When we first arrive at a scene like this, safety is first, it's paramount. We allow the fire and the hazmat, they're the experts in this field, to come in and do what they need to do. Now what we're going to do, this building is it's not unique, but it has both county and city employees housed in the building. So what we're looking at this is a joint investigation, and it's too preliminary to say anything because we physically haven't gotten to the building yet. We're doing that now. We're actually going to be working with the Lockport Police Department, which is the department I'm with, the county sheriffs. We also have the U.S. Postal Inspectors involved because of the coming through the mail, as well as FBI. Again, this is a joint investigation. We're just getting into the building now as we speak, and we won't have anything immediate. Once we're done with the building and it's deemed safe, we're going to do evidence collection and photography. We took some statements already, and then we're going to start our investigation from, continue on from there. We'll turn over the building to the county, and then they'll go ahead and clean it up, and then hopefully everyone will be open for business and back to business as normal in the morning.
Was the package from a certain person, or did we find that out yet?
I don't have that yet. No, I do apologize.
And
it's just too early. Like I said, when we first get to a scene, as you know, it's all about safety, and that's paramount. So we're just kind of getting in there now. Right now, what they're doing is the U.S. Postal Inspectors. They have some equipment. They're just kind of doing a double check, and then we're going to go in and do our crime scene. And like I said, we got to secure any evidence, which is the envelope that we got, as well as taking photographs of the scene. I don't know, Captain, did you want to elaborate on that?
Very preliminary in the investigation right now, and like I said, we're going to be working together, and we'll let you know more as we know more what happens from here. But this is the Sheriff's Office, Lockport Police, Postal Inspectors, and the FBI.
Are the FBI ain't seen yet?
They are.
Sorry, they are here, yes. That's all we got. I wish we had more. I think it would, but you guys are hot. You're out here on the blacktop. You're a trooper. You've been here the whole time. And we just wanted to at least touch bases because honestly, we're all going to be leaving, and we're gonna kind of keep the scene until they're done with it. But we're going to be, we're more towards the collection part, which is just time consuming. Okay.
Can I have you say and spell your first and last name and title?
My first name is Stephen with a V. The last name is Preisch. It's P-R-E-I-S-C-H. And I am the police chief of the city of Lockport.